Good morning, YouTube. We're going in on making yourself wealthy, and we are into the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And I'm going to read a couple of things and talk about a few things here. I want to try to make this short because the first rule of gold, in which we said in the 7 cures for a lean purse, well, we're talking about the 7 cures for a lean purse. That's what we're going to go into. But the 7 cures for a lean purse, and we're talking about, we're going to go into number 1. But before we go into number 1, there's a couple of things I want to talk about, and this comes right out of the book. Money is the medium by which earthly success is measured. Money makes possible the enjoyment of the best the earth affords. Money is plentiful for those who understand the simple laws which governs its acquisition. Money is governed today by the same laws which controlled it when prosperous men thronged the streets of Babylon 6,000 years ago. A man's wealth is not in the purse that he carries. A fat purse empties quickly if there's no golden stream to refill it. You must obtain an income that consistently keeps your purse full, no matter how liberally you spend it. And that sentence is taken from, it's more so talking about lottery winners or people who are just giving things without knowing how to get it themselves. I talked about it in a previous YouTube video about giving, and it was more so about helping. Is giving helping, or is teaching helping? I'll loop back that video so that you can see it, so that I don't have to repeat the same thing. But more than likely, when you're just consistently giving someone something, they don't understand how to acquire it. So it's better to show them how to acquire something rather than to consistently giving them something. That's why I talked about teaching them how to do something rather than giving them something. And in this case, we're talking about money. If you show them or teach them what the importance of accumulating money, then money, at least in their life, won't be a problem, and they want to consistently come to you for your money. And then going back to the book, if you have not acquired more than a bare existence in the years since we were youths, it is because you either failed to learn the laws that govern the building of wealth, or else you do not observe them. This was a statement made by Arcad, who was considered the richest man in Babylon, to one of his friends who asked him, or who criticized him about having so much money. His basic question was, how come you can go around and enjoy all of these things in life and I can't? When they pretty much came from the same existence. They came from the same streets, they went to the same schools. But when they grew up, one took one path and the other took the other path. One guy ended up being rich and the other guy ended up living hand to mouth. So he was criticizing them, saying that people that had a lot of money should share it. And they shouldn't have to live so lavishly while others suffered from being poor. And that was his statement to him. And I'll read that again. If you have not acquired more than a bare existence in the years since we were youths, it is because you either failed to learn the laws that govern the building of wealth, or else you do not observe them. And more than likely, I would say, they just fail to observe them. Because what I find is that most people know what to do. At least they've read it, or they've seen it on Oprah or on some television program. And they just fail to do it. Because like Jim Rome says, It can either be easy to do or it could be hard to do. And it's just a matter of your philosophy, what you think, how you think. If you think it's easy, it'll be easy. If you think it'll be hard, it'll be hard. Will there be a challenge? Of course. Whether it's easy or it's hard, it's a challenge to learn something new and to persistently, consistently go after them. He went on in the book by telling his friend that fickle faith or fate, fickle fate is a vicious goddess who brings no permanent good to anyone. On the contrary, she brings ruin to almost every man upon whom she showers unearned gold. She makes a wanton spender who seems dissipate. All they receive and are left beset by overwhelming appetites and desires they have not the ability to gratify. Yet others whom she favors becomes misers and hoard their wealth, fearing to spend what they have, knowing they do not possess the ability to replace it. They further are best by fear of robbers and doom themselves to lives of emptiness and secret misery. And there's others who take their unearned gold and they add to it and continue to be happy and contented citizens. But few are they. Wealth is a power. With wealth, many things are possible. And that statement, just coming off the top, is more so about, it's kind of like about lottery winners, or it's about even people who have wealthy parents who just gives them things without them having to work for it. Most likely they keep coming back. If you look at the homeless, and I'm not talking about all of them, but majority of the homeless, you see them on the street every day with their hands out and just taking money from people instead of working for money. We talk about how in this country there's all these jobs that most Americans won't do, and about the immigrants who come over to do those jobs. And what the immigrants know that I guess the homeless don't know or refuse to acknowledge is that there is money. More likely it's just that you have to work for it. You have to work hard for it. And if you adhere to some of the laws of money, you can get yourself out of that position by using your money to make money. Arcad says that I found the road to wealth when I decided that a part of all I earned was mine to keep, and so will you. Every dollar, I messed up this statement, but anyway, it mainly talks about every dollar you save should be a slave to work for you. Save 1/10 of what you earn. Pay yourself first. Save 1/10 of what you earn and pay yourself first. And how this works is wealth is like a tree. It grows from a tiny seed. The first dollar you save is the seed from which your tree of wealth shall grow. The sooner you plant that seed, the sooner shall the tree grow. And the more faithful you nourish and water the tree with consistent savings, the sooner you may bask in the contentment under its shade. And you got to get the Richest Man in Babylon. You got to get that book because it is groundbreaking, and it is the foundation of where you should start with wealth. My explanation of it may not be for you, but hopefully it intrigues you enough to want to get the book, to read it, and to discuss it with people who are experts in it. Wealth is a thing in which you when you're starting off, you have to work to get it. And that is actually the number one rule to accumulating or for a lean purse. The number one rule for a lean purse is the first cure: start thy purse to fattening. The first cure is to start thy purse to fattening. In today's term would be wallet. Start thy wallet to fattening. And that just means get a job, work, and put away a tenth of your income. When you put away a tenth of your income, most likely wherever you put it, you'll earn interest on that money. And there's several different ways where you can earn a lot of interest or a little interest, but you have to start somewhere. And that's first by saving a tenth of your income. Start thy purse to fattening by saving a tenth of your income and consistently doing that and watching your bank account grow.